Today, Virgin Voyages have released some brand new itineraries for summer 2028, and I felt like talking to you about them, so let's get stuck in. So there's 4 itineraries in particular that look amazing, and they're going to 15 new destinations that they've never been to before. So let's have a look. So we've got Scandinavia and Stockholm overnight, over 12 nights. Sounds gorgeous. And they've also got the Norwegian Fjords for 7 nights, which again, looks really nice. And the thing I really like about this is that most cruise lines tend to go to most of the same ports, you know, Stavanger, Haugesund, Ålesund, that kind of thing. But Virgin Voyages have done it very differently. So they're going to be going from Amsterdam and going to Molde, Norfjords. Sorry, I'm not great at pronunciating, as you probably know by now. You've also got Flam and also Bergen, and they all look gorgeous. I've had a quick look online and yeah, they look amazing. And I just love that they've gone with different port stops that most cruise lines don't normally go with. And what else have we got? We've got Scandinavia and Hamburg, and also the big one, the Arctic Circle and Norwegian Fjords, and that's over 11 nights. And guess what? That's the one we've actually booked. We could not resist. Now, we had to go ahead because 1, we absolutely love Norway, and 2, we absolutely love Virgin Voyages. So it's a dream combination. We'd have been crazy not to go for it. The cruise itself is going to be going from Amsterdam, stopping at Bergen, then crossing over the Arctic Circle and heading to Tromsø, a place I've never heard of, Honningsvåg, North Cape. We'll go with North Cape. And then it's going to be crossing back over the Arctic Circle and stopping at Trondheim, Åndalsnes, Olden, and then returning back to Amsterdam. So it sounds absolutely gorgeous and we cannot wait for it. Now, if you want to book these itineraries today, you have to be a part of Virgin Voyages Sailing Club. If you're not a part of the club, don't worry, they go on general sale tomorrow. So if you've had a chance to have a look at these new itineraries online, let us know in the comments which one you'd go for. Personally, I think the Norway ones are going to be the most popular, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. Now, one thing I did notice when I was actually putting down the deposit is that they've changed their policy around gratuities. So in the past, gratuities were included in Virgin Voyages pricing, so you didn't have to pay anything on top. However, from October 2025, they've started charging separately for it. Now, I'll be honest, we did actually go ahead and pay the prepay gratuities because the teams on Virgin Voyages in particular work so hard, and honestly, we think they deserve it. But this really does open a big debate. Would you guys be willing to pay the extra gratuity on top of the normal price? Now, I mean, I think it's fair to say, and I think a lot of people may say this, that why should we pay extra for the staff? Shouldn't Virgin Voyages be doing that themselves? And I think that's pretty valid, to be honest. There's 2 ways of looking at it, I guess, but let us know in the comments what you think. I did have a look into it, so you don't have to prepay the gratuities, and what they'll do instead is actually just charge on a daily rate. And what you can do if you're not happy with the service, you can go down to Sailor Services and just say, look, I'm not happy to pay the gratuities, please take them off. Very unlikely, by the way. Their crew are amazing, as I say, but it could happen. It does say, though, when you're prepaying the gratuities, it is non-refundable. So I guess if you went on board and you had an absolute disaster of a time, you'd feel a little bit rubbish about prepaying the tips before you got on. So I guess it's something to consider. But again, let us know in the comments what you think. I did some maths and the tips work out to be around £15 a day per person, which, to be honest, I think that's pretty steep. One perk of prepaying the gratuities, according to the website, is that per day you will save $2. So in the long run, you will pay less for the tips. Talking of Norway, we are going to be going to Norway in October with P&O Cruises, so make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already, if you'd like to see how we get on with that. We didn't originally book it, but it's been so hot this summer, and I'm really sorry to complain about it, but honestly, the warm weather gets me down after a while, and Ben as well. So we just needed to escape for a little bit, so we decided to book something in last minute, and as you can see, from our rather dead garden, we're definitely in need of some rain. We need it stat, don't we? Crikey. Anyway, just a quick video today, just to check in really about Virgin Voyages, as we were so excited about it. So as always, get in touch, like the video, share, all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.